What do stars look like? And do stars have names? What are stars made of? Well, this is what a star looks like that I've zoomed up on in the sky right here. And stars, well, it's said that stars are made up of what's hydrogen or something like that. Let me see what the scientific thing that says what stars are made of. 73% hydrogen, 25% helium, and the last 2% is all the other elements. So let's look at this star. Does this look like something that is made of 73% hydrogen, 25% helium, and 2% of some other element? Does this look like that? Well, it really doesn't look like that to me, but yeah, who knows? Who knows? Let's look at this, you all. So I'm going to push this play button is what I'm going to do. I want you to see it. As this star is moving, I want to push it. I want you all to see. You tell me if this looks like it's that. Hydrogen, helium, and other elements. It looks pretty cool. Some of these shapes on the inside, I mean, hey, they are like square and stuff like that. They are. And then we must ask this. We must ask this. Are stars angels? Do stars have names? There is a reference to stars having names. And in the Bible, there is the prophet Amos. Wow, look at that. The prophet Amos glorifies the Creator as Him that made Kama and Casil, rendered in the Vulgate, the Latin Vulgate, as Arcturus and Orion. Isn't that interesting? So we have like then what angels would be associated with the stars. Well, there's lots of them. There are, some say that there's this called Kochab, considered the angel of the stars, and is a fallen angel. The fourth mentioned of the 20 watcher leaders of the 200 fallen angels in the book of Enoch. So the book of Enoch does speak of stars, the fallen angels. But then if they're fallen, then they're already on the earth, because we know what happened to them when they came on the earth. They saw the daughters of men, and they found that they were beautiful. And then you know what happened with that, you all. We know what happened with that. So they had already came to the earth, is what happened with it. But does this really look like a hydrogen and helium? Does it? And two other elements? It doesn't look like it to me. It looks much different. And is the stars that we zoom up on in the sky, are they original stars? Are they the stars that we have always seen, or is something quite different? I mean, look at it. It's up there moving in the sky like that. It's very beautiful. It's very peaceful to watch. These stars are. If you haven't watched them before, they're really, really pretty. Hello, everyone. And welcome. Hello, Frank, Ashley, Zara Yaakov. Where are all the stars? Yeah, it's really beautiful. It is. The movements that it makes. But I'm finding it kind of hard to believe, from a scientific viewpoint, that this is hydrogen and helium. I really do. Very hard to believe. And if I was to slow it down, I can't slow it down on this end, even more so if I was to slow this down. Well, I really don't need to, because you can see all the different types of movements that this star is making. Louis, is it CGI? Okay. Is it CGI? Well, we've been here before with these stars in the sky. We have. And I wonder if on this end I could maybe, I don't know if I could do a chrome key. That one part looked really black on the inside. It did. A chrome key to brighten. I really can't do anything on this end with it, I don't think. Let me see. No, I can't get what I used to be able to get because I'm not on my HD movie maker. I mean, because I can do like this, and you can see different variations. But I don't know if I could adjust it even more so. I've done it before, and it wasn't too pleasant looking at it like that. It wasn't at all. It was kind of disappointing. Because sometimes when I look at it up close, these stars, when you pause them and look at them up close, they have little black cubes in them, is what they have. And it's not too nice looking at them like that. It isn't. Oh, I'm so sorry, Zelda Goddess. Yeah, that's right. You can imagine that is him looking down on us. That's exactly right, because he's in a different realm. And that's right. You can imagine that. If it's a good thought, you can imagine it. That's right. You can yes, go there. Think that. Think something positive. Really. In a world that is yeah. You don't want to look at the world and start reading stuff and things. You ought to send you into a downward spiral. It will. It's really best if we just enjoy the day that we have. It is. Yeah. This is live, Amanda G. Oh, yeah, I thought you said, Gina, is this live? I see the question marks on the edge of it. Yeah, this is a live one. I'm just over here hiding somewhere on this screen. Like, hello. That's me over there hiding. I was outside all day long doing the one section of the walk. And then I went over to the front, and there was like a large step that needed replaced. And then after I got all my stuff done, it was like 4:30. Then I thought, well, now I got to clean my mess up, go to the recycling. And then I went and did that. And then I saw the next level of steps in the front. There were 2 other boards that were needing replaced, and I can, guess I'll do that another day too. Yeah. Avoid it, Louie, honey. No low, gloom and doom and gloom. Yeah. Sounds like that song, The Ring of Doom, from the cartoon Hobbit. Or the something. That's right. You had him for 13 years. Is that a long lifespan for a dog, Zelda? It probably is. Well, I know he had a loving home, which is really wonderful, because some pets don't have loving homes. They don't. So if you're all just tuning in, we've got this star in the sky, and you can see it's really, really beautiful looking. And stars have names. I think I picked up a great big book one time. Or was it the angels? There was all these names of different types of angels that were in there, in that book. It's just really interesting looking at this star. Hello, Michael. 15. Yeah. 15 human years, you all. If you just tuning in, I've this star, because it doesn't look like it's made of 73% hydrogen, 25% helium, and 2% of other elements, whatever they may be. Oh, yeah, 16 plus years. Do you ever wonder why, if you see footage of stars, why doesn't NASA or National Geographic or any other place show stars up close like this, slowed down, because it's extremely slowed down to see these types of shapes? Why not? Because other people can get them. They can. We got it right here. Slowed down. Just like that. And look at all the different colors. It's really beautiful, Hadassah. Zelda Goddess, honey, that's okay. Your dog was really important to you. You're part of your family, and it's nice to know that people care. That's right. That's exactly right. So hydrogen and helium, and you hear the method. They say stars. Listen, this is how they say stars are born. Dr. Zahn, thank you, and the same to you. Stars are born. This is what NASA says. I think it says NASA. Here's the definition. Stars are born within the clouds of dust and scattered throughout most galaxies. A familiar example of such as a dust cloud is the Orion Nebula. Turbulence deep within these clouds give rise to knots with sufficient mass that a gas and dust can begin to collapse under its own gravitational attraction. But this doesn't look like it's made like that. It really doesn't look like it's made like that. Made by turbulence, made a bunch of dust. Well, you think about, if in the biblical thing, from dust you were made and dust you will return. So clouds are made of that? No. Listen, it's this other thing. Hello, in Poland. High-pressure experiments suggest that large amounts of diamonds are formed from the methane on ice planets, Uranus and Neptune, while some planets in other planetary systems may also be pure diamond. Diamonds are also found in stars that may have been the first mineral ever to have formed. Well, how could you see a diamond in a star like this? Yeah, see, that was kind of, oh yeah, there's faces and stuff. We can make it, if we made it super big, would you like to see it super big? I mean, I can make it to take up even more of the screen. I mean, it's going to be massive if we do. Really massive if we were to take up more of the screen. I mean, if you had a small one. Oh, you want it big. We can make it bigger. We will make it bigger. A lot bigger. Let's see. We can go bigger than this, you all. Is this big enough? Because it's going to generally take on the same shape. Do we want it bigger? Because we can do big. We can do a lot bigger. Maybe a half a bit bigger. It really helps you see a lot better. Well, let's do it a little bit bigger. One more time, just a tad bit, because we want to get really good view of this star. And I have it slowed down so that, well, it got a tad bit bigger. I've got it slowed down so that I can move it, because it was moving so fast in the sky. It does look a lot better, doesn't it? Do you think it's water up there with all this firmament talk? Not sure. Well, when I look at this right here, I don't think that this is in water. I really don't. I don't believe that this is in water. I'm just going to say, no, this is not in water right here, because of the different shapes that are on the inside of this. I really don't feel that it's in water. A lot of things too. It looks, thank you for somebody making it bigger. Did y'all ask me to make it bigger? Because yeah, I like it. I like it to look bigger like this. Stars are angels like fallen. I watched a video where a girl made a theory that the stars were the angels that were fallen, and said in the Galileans, Ophians mentioned in Ezekiel, a star is like starts through a telescope. Well, if they're the fallen angels, we know what happened to the fallen angels in the book of Enoch. They came onto the earth already thousands of years ago. I don't think they went back up in the sky. They came down and they had like a body, like a human, like, I guess. And they were able to have children with the daughters of men. So would they go back up in sky? Would they go back up in the sky? Because if that would be the case, they wouldn't be able to go very high at all. I would think that they're still on the earth. That's what I would say. Wonder if they lost their wings. If you got cast out and you came to earth, would you still have your wings? See, that would be a question. It does look like a rose at times. It really does. Michael, no, this video is slowed down a lot. If I had this at the normal speed, you would see it wiggling so much. You wouldn't be able to see all these shapes at all. All you'd see was like blinks of light. They are spirits. Maybe they can change their body. Yep, they could probably change their body and take on human form. Yeah. Yeah. This is the only way that you can see the actual shapes, if you slow it down dramatically. Or like, you know, push the button when it's going at normal speed and then take a screenshot. But like this, you know those little black cubes that fly in the sky and white? I really feel like they're in these, because I don't know if these are the original stars that, you know, and I do feel that this is living. This is living regardless, whether it's AI, whether it's plasma, whether it's 73% hydrogen and 25% helium. I really do look at this as a living being, regardless of how on earth it's made, because it moves. It moves. And it changes its shapes. You see smiley faces. There are a lot of pretty colors. If you've never seen a star up close, not all of them do this. Some of the stars do not move like this. Some of the stars are just one solid, like looking round, like circle and or a hexagonal or octagon shape is Ezekiel's wheel. I've never truly seen Ezekiel's wheel. All I've heard was a wheel within a wheel. So a wheel within a wheel would be something like would it be like something like a flying saucer or a donut shaped UFO? Yeah. Imagine if it was a different dimension. Yeah. I can imagine a different dimension. Mm-hmm. Now, if you look at a biblical reference, how the North Star, the Magi, which are the magicians, they were to follow that star. What is it? Star of Bethlehem. Follow that star to where Jesus was supposed to be born. So that star was in the sky. They knew what to look for. Isn't that interesting, you all? They went there, and then is that the North Star? Don't know. It is beautiful. You had a sunburn the shape of a wheel on your belly, Japal? That's really strange. A portal, suspicious skies. I mean, they could be portals. It's hard to say. It really is. But there are little black spots in it and white, and it looks like they joined together to make different shapes, all different shapes. What if this is, think about it, what if this is AI? Some advanced technology up there in the sky. Nice sparkly sky. There is projected images. I've done several videos showing with some of these lines coming straight down from it, a green, blue, and the primary colors coming down from stars, and not just this star, but other stars up in the sky. The lines that came down were all at a certain angle. No matter what position the stars surrounding a particular star, they all had the same angle of light that was around them. But I've only shown it a few times. The first time I showed it when I got my Nikon camera, it was a few years ago, probably 3 years ago or so, when I was messing with the colors. And it just wasn't very nice looking at it like that. So I like looking at it like this regardless. I bet you burnt up really fast. You're not to wish upon a falling star. When the Euphrates River dried up, we were told not to touch the gold. We will throw our food in silver in the streets because they will come looking for it. That's interesting. You was taken aboard a awesome spaceship and dropped off here. Well, I think that's wonderful that you were aboard an awesome spaceship. You could have been somewhere else that wasn't too pleasant. So if you had a pleasant experience, I think that's a whole lot better than being somewhere really scary. And nobody wants to be somewhere really scary at all. It was nice. Electrified plasma. Well, but then if it's electrified plasma, well, we know the high efficiency plasma lights that are out there that make these colors. DARPA's involved with that. There's so many agencies around the world that are involved and really concerned with the plasma, most specifically doing those experiments and stuff, trying to find the other side of plasma, the dark plasma, because they believe that it's got energy, dark energy. Yeah. So, do you think the star is 73% hydrogen and 25% helium and the last 2% of some other types of elements? Does it look like it? And does it look like this star right here is up there in the sky in a body of water? Does this star look electrical? It does has some of the colors that, these fancy lights have. It does. A consciousness, yeah. I would say that it could have, well, it's intelligent. It's completely changing its shape. Some intelligence created this, whatever it is, whether it's man-made or otherworldly made. Something created this. It didn't just come into being. But then you ask yourself, who? I wonder if the Borg had any things like this. Yeah. Did the Borg ever have stars in the sky? Did the Borg have stars that lit up the sky? I got myself in trouble with the Borg. I did. It's all right. Don't know if they did. Do you know, listen to this about the Borg. The Borg are portrayed as having found and assimilated thousands of species and billions to trillions of individual life forms throughout the galaxy. The Borg designate species with a number assigned to them upon first contact, and humanity's is species 5618. Do you think they made all that stuff up about the Borg? There's got to be truth to it. There's bound to be some truth to it, you all. It's too wild. It's really wild. Something big is coming. Hello, raindrops. Q was a better villain. Yeah, Cube just snapping his fingers. I think that was that person. Okay, on May the 23rd, someone said that someone is saying that the UFOs in the sky are going to make their appearance on May the 23rd. Have you all heard it? Because that's next week. So today's the 19th, so that's in 4 days. In 4 days, will we see some type of UFO make its appearance, make itself known? I'm awake, are you? Hello. Yeah. This is a fully focused star right here. This is what they look like when you zoom up and slow them down. Have you tried it yet with a Nikon P900? It gets wonderful. You get wonderful images like this when you zoom up and then you just slow down the speed so much. And if you really want to like do a screenshot, you could even bring out rectangles and squares, really good. But for this video, this is looking like it looks. I will say that looking at it on a big screen, if you got a great big screen and you're looking at this, you can see like a cube. You can see cubes with a black line at the top and then a white line at the bottom, like that. Yeah. You see in faces now? Mm-hmm. Now, if you were to zoom up on a star like that with your cell phone, you can see lots of faces. You really can. And if you're looking at it on a smaller screen, you can see lots of faces. But if you look at it on a great big screen and then pause it, it looks really technical. It does. Very techie. Extremely techie. You do, Teresa Garza? It is really interesting. Somatics? Yeah, Nick, you could say somatics. It just keeps moving with all these different colors, different shapes. I wonder at times if I were to search, if I would take a screenshot of every single image, would it be possible to find a duplicate image the way that this is shifting so much? I don't think I would find a duplicate image. Of course, I have not spent the time to sit here and see, can I find a pattern that matches another one? That would require a lot of hours. And then it would take the fun and the peace away from watching it, unless somebody don't got nothing better to do. You can see if you can find a pattern. I bet AI could go through here and find the pattern. If there was two identical times that it shaped into the changed into the same shape. Yeah. You haven't seen a pattern? I haven't seen one yet. I mean, I think a person would remember it, perhaps, but maybe not. Superman? Mm-hmm. Well, this was just setting in the sky in one spot when I filmed it. It wasn't moving until, you know, the regular trek with all the other stars in the sky. They all go the same. They're on the same, like, thing. They go up in the sky like clockwork, like a minute hand. Just follow a minute hand and just go back down just like that. Now, this may not be the same stars that we have been told about. It may not. Maybe something totally different. And I wouldn't be surprised if it is something totally different at all. I would not. But what if we haven't been told the truth? What if this is what they are and they gave us a different description that doesn't match what they truly are? What if things have been tweaked? What if there has been, I don't know, stories told about things so that we couldn't discover the truth? Quite possibly could be. Yeah. I am going to go, you all. I just wanted to show this right here because it doesn't feel as if this is what they said it was. Helium and hydrogen. It really doesn't seem like it is. 73% hydrogen and 25% helium. It doesn't look like it at all, but it does look like the colors that high efficiency plasma lights would make. Those nice, pretty, how the cities and the towers have all these beautiful colors like that on it. That's what those colors remind me of. That type of colors. So it could be a type of plasma, since those are plasma bulbs, you all, is what it is. So I am going to go. I am, you all. So with that being said, thank you for watching. And hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. And thank you for taking the time to watch this right here, because it's for documentation purposes. It is. Because it's not... I would have never dreamed that stars looked like this when I was younger, or even before I got this Nikon camera and could really like zoom up. Yeah, never would have. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. I should be on later tonight. I don't know when, if I can find something to share. If not, I'll see you all tomorrow. But thank you so much. And did I do that hello? I'm going to do it, you all. Hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello, from my heart to yours.